Well, good afternoon and welcome to She Bites Daily. I'm your host, Mandalena, and these are your major Metoo news for Tuesday, June 18th. Female realtors across Greater Vancouver are being warned to be careful after continuous reports of a man trying to arrange meetings alone with them. Incidents have been recorded in North Vancouver, and Richmond. These reports come after stories broke in April when a man executed a series of predator behavior on female realtors, but it's unclear if the cases are related. In the meantime, local real estate women say it's industry standard.
We're doing open houses. It's part of what we do. This is very normal in our industry.
The North Vancouver RCMP have opened a case, and they urge anyone who has added information to contact them. First of all, I think it's hilarious anyone is still relying on the RCMP to hold predators accountable when they have a Metoo dumpster fire of a problem within their own force. Also, it's revealing that their best defense against assailants is to target the narrative to victims. In this case, warn female realtors to be careful. Monitoring women is exactly what's going on across law enforcement boards instead of targeting the dangerous men that thrive in these environments. As a disturbing result of continuing this method, women, as in this case, tell themselves that they just need to have tougher skin because they won't beat the system. A junior hockey league athlete is ousting his teammates for sexual abuse hazing rituals. 20-year-old Yaroslav Alexeyev, who is now playing in Finland, exposed the QMGHL in what he calls ritualized humiliation and sexual abuse against young players during their rookie years. On Saturday, Yaroslav published the following details about what he experienced. They handed out to all the rookies adult diapers and they wore them at home all day, but that was just the beginning. The first round, everybody drank 5 beers, and then the last one had to do 5 shots of vodka. The worst has yet to come. They made everybody put a cookie in their anus and race around the building. During the race, the older guys jumped out of the bushes and pushed people in the back. The last one had to eat his cookie, and in the end, they forced everybody. The following season, they put everyone in G-strings, gave them a little crown, gathered everyone in a small shack. One of the older guys put a black apron, bandit mask, cleaning gloves, had a broom with a condom and the end of the broomstick. He called everyone one at a time and shoved the broom up the guy's ass so that he would scream and frighten everyone else. There has been no comment from Sherbrooke or the QMJHL on this. It's really brave that men like Yaroslav is speaking up about being sexually abused by one another. It's the first step, certainly, but it's even braver if young men speak up about the abuse they see against other women that their friends are executing. These jock cultures are riddled with super dangerous rape culture. If anything, they're leading the way in how to sexually abuse and get away with it. They are alarming. They're alarmingly full of violence. A lot of these men have been sexually assaulted, harassed by other men. It's difficult for them. I understand. We understand. There's a huge stigma behind being masculine, and certainly when you bring these stories forward. Some come from toxic corporate worlds that I've had come forward to me about abuse that they experience, but none of them have shared anything further. So I recommend that those men, young men and older men, come forward wherever they can. Good on him, but come forward about everything. Okay. Bill Cosby sent out a Father's Day tweet over the weekend, dubbing himself America's dad. On Sunday, the convicted rapist and violent snack salesman posted the following. Hey, it's America's dad. I know it's late, but to all the dads, it's an honor to be called a father. So let's make today a renewed oath to fulfilling our purpose, strengthening our families and communities. Attached with the tweet, Cosby shared an older video of himself discussing black families and racism in America. Mr. Cosby's spokesperson Andrew Wyatt said in a statement that the entertainer had requested a Father's Day message be sent from his account. In prison, Cosby is currently being allowed to participate in a support group called Man Up for men who have been incarcerated for many years, but are on parole soon. Cosby is serving a 3 to 10 year sentence for sexually assaulting a woman in 2004. If you haven't read the book yet, Chasing Cosby by Nicole Weiss and C. Egan, you should. It's all about the fall of Cosby over a near 30-year chase from both survivors and journalists like Nicole. Everyone from mainstream media to police officers were protecting this very powerful man over the decades for him drugging and raping and his abhorrent abuse. Nicole talks about Cosby's public comments, which include the time he spoke at an NAACP award in Washington, where he told Black Americans that it's their fault for being poor because they buy their kids Nike shoes instead of hooked on phonics. Here's an excerpt from that speech. But these people, the ones up here in the balcony, fought so hard. Looking at the incarcerated, these are not political criminals. These are people going around stealing Coca-Cola, people getting shot in the back over the head over a piece of pound cake, and then we run out and are outraged. The cops shouldn't have shot them. What the hell was he doing with the pound cake in his hand? I wanted a piece of pound cake just as bad as anyone else, and I looked at it and I had no money. And something called parenting said, if you get caught with it, you're going to embarrass your mother. No, you're going to get your butt kicked. No, you're going to embarrass your family. That's alarming. Okay, anyway, these have been your major Me Too news for Tuesday, June 18th, folks. Please do feel free to shoot us a message or a comment, a thought even. Send it to us anytime. We're open for commentary and stories, of course. So until tomorrow, be sure to survive, disobey, document.